Well, Spain's formation today allowing for right-back Pedro Porro to push forward, and the Spurs man promptly scoring the second goal. And Natalie Jedra spoke with Rodri after the match.
Rodri, congratulations. You guys managed to have a good level of control against one of the most disruptive teams in the world. What was key for that?
Collective effort of everyone. I think Spain is been growing around the World Cup. I think today we did the best performance so far. I mean, what a team, you know, we face with all the strength they have in all the lines. Very, very strong team. They can punish you in every single moment. So I think the focus on every single minute was key in this game. Unbelievable effort of everyone. I cannot say a player that was like, it was an unbelievable effort of the guys that play and the guys who came from the bench, always raising the level.
Is composure one of the key elements of this team, and how did you develop this throughout the years?
Yeah, I think I said it in the games before. I think we're showing a character of being so mature in certain moments and in big moments, and this is for me the most important thing. You know, to wait your moment in the game, to don't get crazy because they punish you or they make an action or whatever. And I think the composure, as you said, is the key of this team.
World Cup final, second in Spain's history. What does it mean for this generation to reach a World Cup final?
Well, it means a lot. We've only been twice in our history, so difficult to arrive until this moment, but we want more. We want to win this World Cup. We need to rest now. Of course, try to see what we can improve, because we are going to expect even a tougher game the next one. But yeah, so happy.
Rodri talking to our Natalie Jedra. And Alexi, that ACL injury that he had last season for Manchester City, he didn't always get to play as he came back from that injury. That just speaks volumes. The way he's played at this World Cup is like the Rodri before that injury.
It's amazing. And as we said before, sometimes it goes unnoticed to the extent that somebody at his level can go unnoticed. But every team wants, they don't always have, but every team wants to have a player like him because it makes everybody around you confident. He is where he needs to be. He's a leader, and his ability to read things and to put out fires on a consistent basis, even when things are going crazy, and to work within the system that they have is just, it's just phenomenal. But you heard him say they're not done, and they still have something to do. And so I think that's a collective understanding of, yeah, we won, yeah, we're good, but the job's not done. And that history is still, for this generation, in the palm of their hand now.
And Zlatan, the timing of him rediscovering his form after what has happened the last couple of years, the timing right now for this World Cup could end up taking them all the way.
I think Pep Guardiola said the best Rodri we're going to see this season is in the World Cup. I had the same injury in my both knees. It takes time to come back because everything is new. You got to adapt. You got to bring back your movements. And he took those months in Premier League with City to get those movements. And in World Cup, he's showing who he is and why he won the Ballon d'Or. This is a Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah.
Don't forget. So he's a player that doesn't get a lot of credit, gets unseen, but he won Ballon d'Or, which is not normal for that position he plays in. So this is a high-level, world-class player. He gives confidence to the other ones. He makes the other players better. He put things on fire, but he also puts water on fire. So this is a player every team needs.
You talked about you having that injury. Some players never come back, do they, from an injury as bad as that? Why can't go on?
This I cannot answer for this. I came back 2 times, and it's not an easy injury. It's a major injury. It takes time, and it's more of a mental recovery, especially the 4 or 5 first months. And if we talk about the injury, he had an ACL injury, so people know. And it takes time. It takes time because it's a long recovery, up to 7 to 1 year. It can take 7 months to 1 year. So it takes time. But if you are professional, you have the discipline, which is the most important, you will come back.
Another fantastic performance from Rodri, but the second goal finished by Pedro Porro. Thierry, let's take another look at it. A lovely team move from back to front.
I experienced it as a player playing against them, as a coach playing against them. Experienced it also with Barcelona, playing with Barcelona. Is you need to understand that the ball moves. Everybody needs to stay in their position. Trust your teammates. Let the ball fly. You can see here, they open up every time to attract the team. Movement. Nobody stays in the same position. You see movement, but you stay where you're supposed to be. Olmo went up. Fabian Ruiz went down. Now they play wide. They attract you again. No rush. You're trying to play on the outside. No, we go back inside. Now Fabian Ruiz goes up. Olmo now is still down. But then when he's going to see the space in between Banukone that's dead, he's going to go, okay, let me receive that ball. Boom, I saw you. Now you get it. Again, don't be greedy with it. Bring it now to the other side. Okay, let me free my winger. Baena is going to kill the sequence. Okay, it can happen. Okay, recycle. Rodri is on the ball. He doesn't try to shoot. He's trying to see another guy. Boom, recycle. Fabian Ruiz is on it. Ball goes on the other side. Now, let me assess the situation. 2 came, boom. Play, follow. Sounds simple, right? 2-0. Semi-final of the World Cup. You just pass the ball around France like they were not there. That's what I'm trying to say to you is it doesn't matter if Baena plays, if it's Nico Williams, if it's whoever it is. They know what they need to do since they are 9 years old. So it doesn't matter who comes or who doesn't come in. They know. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Who are you? What's your philosophy? What's your identity? So when the guy comes in, even if it's his first cap, second cap or third cap, he knows the system because they play in the same system. It's pretty simple, right, when you hear about it and when you see what they did. But you need to think about it.
I know, just quickly, you want to talk about Marc Cucurella, a player who was at the beginning of that build-up, who's been at Chelsea for a number of years, is on his way to Real Madrid, and you can see why during this World Cup.
No, people make me laugh because they always look at Cucurella and they laugh about him. When have you seen him suffer? He played and Lex will know that, 31 minutes on a yellow, defending sometime Dembele in 1v1, sometime Michael Olise in 1v1. He didn't take a second yellow. He won battles. He put I won't say them in his pocket, but on the yellow, you know how hard that is. That's not the first time I see him do that. So you have to give him his credit. You have to give Pedro Porro his credit. So look, like I said, they're going to go back. You're seeing that now. Spain suffer a very long time to be able to win and being able to show the world what they can do because they had an idea about something. They went about it at a youth level. Don't start with the top. Start with the youth.
Yeah, 16 years since they were last in that World Cup final, but of course they are the kings of Europe and have been for quite some time. The celebrations continue.
Beaucoup pour votre temps. Qu'est-ce qui a manqué aujourd'hui? What was missing today from the performance for France?
Tout. Il a manqué tout. On est dans une demi-finale de Coupe du Monde, c'est tous les 4 ans. Pour certains, peut-être c'est une seule fois dans une vie. Aujourd'hui, il a manqué tout.
In so many ways, France was missing everything today. These World Cups only come around every 4 years, maybe only one for us, but truly everything was missing today. Est-ce que vous pouvez me expliquer si vous retiendrez quelque chose après cette Coupe du Monde? Is there anything to take away, what you remember from this?
Bien sûr. On va retenir le parcours et puis on reviendra dans 4 ans pour pas faire les mêmes erreurs.
We'll be back in 4 years and we won't make the same mistakes. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
Thanks to Jenny with Ryan Shirky. He said we're missing everything. Your reaction to that?
We talked about it. The best team won. You know, if you're not at the races right from the start, it's going to be difficult. I said when they went 1-0 up, it's the worst team in the world to go 1-0 down against. And so, yeah, he said it himself. It's a tough one to take, but like I said, you know, you need to analyze what happened, grow from it, and come back and see how you can beat now your new nemesis.
Alexi, were you disappointed with France today?
I mean, look, I'll tell you, as a coach or as a manager, you have the best laid plans, and there's only so much you can do. So you're not putting it out there that your left back is going to make a mistake like that. And to your point, you go down against a team that you can't afford to go down to. So this doesn't take away all of the magic and the wonder that they brought to this tournament. This doesn't take away the individual talent and the stardom and the excitement that this team generated throughout this tournament. But this was always about, this is the best team at the tournament. And I think that was a fair painting of what this French team was. But in this moment, they picked a day, like the U.S. did, to not play their best. But I also think in this moment, they came up against a team that knew how to play against them. And once that first goal went in, and we've talked about it, France was behind for the first time this whole entire tournament. They kind of looked around and said, well, this isn't supposed to be what we're supposed to happen. And then, to Spain's credit, they just turned it on and kept pouring it on, both in terms of the possession, but also, like I said, when they didn't have the ball, the things that they were doing to make it so difficult for this great French team was magnifique.
Zlatan, if widespread reports are to be believed and Zinedine Zidane is coming in as the new manager of France, is that a perfect match with everything that he's done in the game?
I mean, Zidane has done it good. He was in Real Madrid. He has 3 Champions League. We all think and know he's going to take over the national team. I think he's just going to continue to do the work that Deschamps built. And it's not difficult to pick the players. He has the players. And then he has to bring his managing into the team the way he wants to do it. But I believe he's more of a managing type instead of coaching, because this team doesn't need a coach. They need a manager. Obviously today some different things could have been added during the game, but that's the difficult part for a coach. But that's why they're a coach or a manager, that they have to find and know the timing of things, when to change. And I felt France today was, they were not alive, they were not active, and obviously you don't want to get a goal from Spain and then you have to run after the ball, and they could have done more. But either team that won today, it would have been good, but Spain was the better team.
Plenty more from the chaps to come, but Jameis Winston has been getting to know different sets of supporters throughout this World Cup. Today he was here in Dallas, so let's see how that went with Jameis on Fox.